I was laughing with somebody. They mentioned how when they do the videos and I do thumbs up, they're still doing the thumbs up. I never really thought about that. It's like, oh yeah, when somebody's just watching it. All right, so we're going to get going. We've been working on that idea of empowerment, which is just that ability of getting yourself stronger and more self-confident, right? So last week we did grounding. This week we're going to work on energy. So that's going to be our focus. And the word for energy and breath is the same thing in yoga, and it's prana. So it's just going to be defined and hone into your own natural energy by tuning into your breath. So we're going to be a little more flowy through some of the poses today. And just try to connect our breath to it. So that's going to be our main focus, is just connecting breath and movement, and then using that breath to hang on in those poses. Sound good? So we're going to start, and as always, let me just go over those few things that I'd like to touch base on, just in case there's anybody new that happens to join in on the class. Breathing in and out through the nose diaphragmatically, so movement at the belly, not so much in the chest, right? Full deep breaths, and you never want to feel any pain. So take breaks when you need them, come out of poses if you need to. Do not feel like you have to do every single variation of the pose. Remember, this is all levels class, so I'm going to offer some challenging variations. It doesn't mean you even have to try them. You want to find that place that fits in to your practice, to your body, and what you feel comfortable doing. So always keep that in mind. Make your practice your own. All right. So let's start now with all of that being said in Shavasana. So we're going to lie on our backs. Just let your legs fall open, comfortable distance apart, arms at your sides, little tuck of those shoulder blades beneath you. Let your palms face upward, little tuck of the back of the neck, and settle into Shavasana. As always, we like to take a few moments just to sort of wiggle around a little bit, move around, adjust yourself so that you can be completely comfortable in this pose. And then as you rest in this pose, we're going to begin to tune in or connect to our own natural source of energy by connecting to our breath. So start to build that breath awareness. Feel the movement of your own breath. The gentle rise with every nourishing inhale, the slow fall of your belly with every cleansing exhale. And now begin to reflect on your current state of energy. How do you feel? Are you wide awake or tired? Are you calm and peaceful or wired? Are you ready to move with sun salutations, or are you longing to sort of lie down and stay here, right, and not move? Then imagine how you would like to feel at the end of class. Know that today's practice is designed to help you connect to your body's natural source of energy, or prana. So if you feel tired, it should lift you up. If you feel wired, it should calm you down. Now begin to use your breath to take care of those areas that need it. And after taking care of yourself, begin to move into your controlled yoga breathing. Inhaling more deeply, exhaling completely. Allow that deep breath to become even. So remember, if your count is 3, 2, 1 on the exhale, make it 3, 2, 1 on the inhale. It might be longer, maybe 4, maybe 5. And then finally, smooth that deep, even breath out. Inhale, flows into the exhale. This is it. This is what's going to guide your practice, right? So stay with this deep, even breath. No matter what we do throughout our practice, come back to this breathing. So now carrying that breath with us, let's begin to bring some movement to our fingers, our toes. Maybe circle the ankles and wrists. Get the cracks and kinks out. I was really cracky there. Maybe begin to nod the head side to side. And now on your next inhale, we're going to open up to our full body symmetrical stretch. Fingers reach back, soles of the feet press to the opposite wall. Big length here. We're going to start moving right away with the breath. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest, pull them in. Inhale, open it all back up, stretch. Exhale, hug them in. Inhale, open up, big stretch. Nice. Continue now to coordinate this movement with your breath. So if on that inhale, you open up to your symmetrical stretch and you still haven't completed your inhale, hang out there. Stay in the pose until you complete your full inhale. Same thing when you hug in. Stay there until you complete that full exhale. Each body movement is going to match your breath. Now, the next time you inhale to your symmetrical stretch, let's hold it here. So let's get a little bit of energy reaching through the right foot and right arm, and then match your left arm to it, left leg. So now you're nice and even on both sides. Press your low back into the floor here. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Let's rock side to side. So give your low back a little massage. Kind of soften up through the abdomen that had to work so hard to keep that low back into the floor, right? Give it a little bit of a break. All right, now let's plant the feet to the floor. Knees are bent. Arms are going to open out to the sides. We're going to move into our moving twist. So we've done this before. Should be pretty familiar. On your exhale breath, we're going to take the right hand, or the left hand, and roll all the way over to the right side. So we're just going to shift on your exhaled breath, right? So now here we are on the right side of the body. Get a little stretch for that bottom shoulder. Inhale, that means that left arm is going to open all the way up. Lay the shoulder blade back to the floor before moving those legs. Keep the legs off to the right. Then exhale, take everything over to the left. Palms together, maybe scoot that hand a little further. Then inhale, open all the way up that right shoulder blade to the floor. Knees stay left. Until the exhale, everything's going to come all the way over. Reach. Inhale, open, holding the twist. Exhale, all the way over, palms together. Nice. So continue to move through this with your own breath. Again, take your time and let each movement match your breath. Really becoming aware of that feeling, that breath awareness. Now, the next time that you roll to the right side, we're going to hold it here. So roll all the way over, palms are together. You're on the right side. See if you can scoot that left hand a little bit beyond the right, right? So a little bit deeper into the shoulder. And again, listen to your shoulder here. If this feels okay and you want to take it a little deeper, you can straighten your legs and roll right onto your belly if that feels okay. But remember, check in with the shoulder. If it hurts, come out. Just hang out here, breathe into that nice deep stretch. All right, now we're going to push out of it a little bit to rebend the legs. Then inhale, let's take that left shoulder blade to the floor. Nice and open, hold your twist. We're going to hold it here. So the knees stay right, gaze can turn left. Both shoulder blades firmly planted into the floor. Breathe deep here. All right, now let's take that exhale all the way over to the left, rolling across the back, palms come together. Scoot that right hand beyond the left, lengthen out here. See how it is on this side. Maybe you want to straighten the legs and roll onto the belly. Maybe not, doesn't matter. All right, rebend those knees. And then open up that right shoulder blade to the floor, taking your twist on this side. So knees stay left, gaze turns right. All right, let's return to center. Realign your spine. Inhale, open back up to your symmetrical stretch. Bring your spine back to neutral. And then exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Let's rock side to side. Nice little massage here. Enjoy that. All right, now let's drop the feet to the floor, nice and close to the buttocks. Arms are going to reach your fingertips. It's like you want to touch the bottom edge of your mat, right? So we're going to think about moving in and out of bridge pose. So a moving bridge with the breath. So firmly plant your feet, firmly plant your arms and upper back, and on your inhale breath, we're going to lift the hips as the arms reach up toward the ceiling and then lengthen behind, reaching toward the wall behind you. Then exhale, slowly roll down the spine, lower your arms with the hips. Inhale, everything lifts. Reach back. Exhale, roll down the spine. Nice and controlled. Remember, it's taking your whole breath. So as you roll down the spine, think about rolling down the spine one vertebrae at a time, right? Like you're laying down a strand of pearls, one pearl at a time. Hips lift, arms lift. Beautiful. Very nice. All right, now the next time we lift to that bridge, let's hold it. So we're going to press the hips high, reach back. Feel that connection of your feet to the earth. Press your chin or your chest toward your chin. Abs turned on. Breath deep, even, smooth. All right, next exhale, we're gonna slowly roll down the spine, lower those arms. Inhale, open up, symmetrical stretch. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest, rock side to side. All right, we're gonna take a roll to one side or the other, doesn't matter. Take just a moment in fetal pose. Just rest here and reset. Check back in with the quality of your breath, your body, your mind. And now let's press ourselves up, and we're gonna come up to a tabletop. So we're not gonna stay here very long. From here, we're gonna establish our tabletop, and then we're either gonna work downward dog or that leg extension, whatever variation you do. So let's rest the wrists beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. Set it all up, guys. Fingers point forward, grip the mat with your fingertips, knuckles at the base of the fingers, press them into the floor, press in your palm and heel of your hand, so nice and active. Do the same with the lower legs, press them in. Turn on your abs, sit bones back, crown forward, hold it here, let's push now. Push for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you're gonna stay here, you're gonna reach back one leg, press into the back leg, push into the hands, and then the other. If you wanna join me in downward dog, take a little step back with your knees, roll your toes under, send your sit bones high. So either alternating legs in tabletop or working this down dog. So now, if you're in downward dog, engaging through the hands, activate the backs of your arms. Press your sit bones high, and then begin to pedal your feet. One heel, and then the other. So all of us are getting that length in the back of the legs here. When you feel ready to release both heels, press them toward the floor. Sit bones high. Now picture your chest here in downward dog. Imagine you're trying to touch your thighs with your chest. Nice and active here. Keep breathing. Now from tabletop or downward dog, gaze to the top of your mat. We're gonna take a step up with one foot, then the other, ragdoll pose. So take your moment in your ragdoll of choice. Knees bent, belly rested on the thighs, arms can hang, you can sway, swing the arms, nod the head. You know the deal. Just sort of going into whatever your body needs here. All right, let's prepare on our next exhale breath to roll up the spine. So here we go, nice, slow and controlled. Arms, shoulders, chest and head. Once you're there, let's come into our mountain pose. So feet hips width, toes at 12 o'clock, lift the toes, spread them, lower them back to the floor. Ground down through the four corners of your feet at the base of the big and little toes, the heels. Our inner thighs, those ankle bones, drawing inward and back, screw the feet in. Soften your knees. Neutral pelvis. Grow your spine out of your pelvis and turn on your abs. So low ribs to hips, hips to low ribs. Arms out at the sides as you draw your shoulders back and staple your shoulder blades down and in toward the spine. Lengthen out through the crown of the head. Mountain pose. Checking back in with those 3 anchors of mindfulness. The quality of your breathing. the quality of your body, and the quality of your mind, your thoughts, emotions. Next inhale, arms come wide up overhead, reach. On your exhale, hinge at the hip crease. Here we go, forward fold flow. Inhale, rise, firm up your belly all the way up. So the spine is staying long, both on the way up and the way down, right? So we're not trying to just bend down and bring our head toward the legs, right? We're trying to create space in the spine, all the way up, nice and long. Moving with your breath again. So if it takes you longer to finish your breath, stay in the pose until the breath is complete. Beautiful. Looks great, guys. All right, so we're ready to hold that forward fold now. So once you come down, hold it, plant your hands on something. So remember, use those blocks or your pillows or a book, whatever it is, keeping those props handy so that you can rest your hands on them and then even out the weight in your feet, front and back, right? As much weight in the toes as you have in the heels. Press your sit bones high on that inhale. Feel that breath just travel up through the backs of the legs, and then exhale. Soften your belly toward the thighs. Lengthen down through that spine. Inhale, breathing up through the backs of the legs. So you're not really moving here. You're just sort of feeling that energy, right? When you inhale, you're feeling that space in the back of the legs. And when you exhale, you're softening. So we're holding still here, holding that pose. Yeah. Take some of the tension out of the neck, the head. Maybe soften your jaw a little bit. Where am I holding tension that I don't need it? All right, now let's prepare to rise up on that inhale. All the way up, reach. Nice, now let's keep that left arm high. Take your feet, stuck them out to mat's width. Let your toes hang off the mat. Bring your right hand to your hip. We're gonna reach over, up and over with the right hand. So we're trying to get some space. Now we're gonna get a flow going with our breath. Exhale, you're gonna sort of scoop down. Inhale, all the way up and around. Exhale, reach and scoop. Inhale, all the way up. Reach and scoop. Inhale up. Nice. So try to get as much movement here as you can. If you need to find a focal point for your gaze so that you don't get dizzy, do that. Sometimes people feel that this makes them a little dizzy, so you might want to fix your focus. But if you're okay, just move along. Nice. Moving with your breath. Remember that exhale's taking you over and down. Inhale's taking you around and up. Excellent. One more. And now let's reach up and over to the right again. So your fingertips, it's like you want to press them into the wall and ceiling crease. So it's up and out. It's not just kind of reaching over. We want to get space up and out. Ground down through your feet. Breathe here. Maybe take your gaze, turn it toward that arm above you. All right, inhale, rise up. Let's plant the left hand, reach up through the right. All the way up and over now to the left side. Now exhale, scoop. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Inhale. Nice. Again, flow with your breath here. All right, the next time you reach up and over, let's hold it. Maybe gaze to that top arm. But don't add any extra tension into the neck. If it doesn't feel right, come out. And inhale, rise up. Hands to heart. Step your feet back to hips width. Close your eyes here with the base of your thumbs right at heart center. Tune back into the movement of your breath. Feel it from belly to heart center. All right, from here, let's move right into our Sun A. So let's take a big inhale, arms high. Lift up. So we're pressing the sternum right between the arms. Exhale, hinge, long, flat back. Next inhale, rise up halfway. Press into those legs, turn on your upper back. So staple those shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower. Inhale, step back with your right foot, then your left. Take your plank pose, knees up or down. Let's activate this plank. Press into the whole hand. Heels press back. Hips to ribs, ribs to hips. Next exhale, rock forward, lower down through knees or push up. Point your toes behind. Inhale, lift your chest, hover. So lift those hands, drag the elbows back. Yeah. Exhale, lower down. Either send your sit bones back to child's pose or roll the toes under, prepare. Exhale, push the floor away, plank to down dog. Next inhale, we'll gaze forward to the top of the mat. Take a step up with that right foot, then the left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Right out the mouth. Inhale. And out. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left foot, then right. Exhale, rock forward, lower down. Inhale, hover. Exhale, lower. Child's pose or toes. Exhale, plank to down dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Step up left foot, then right. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Big breath in. Let it go. In and out. Nice, let's go through again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, lower. Inhale, right, then left. Exhale, rock forward, lower down. Inhale, hover. Exhale, lower. Child's pose or prepare. Exhale, plank to down dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Now from downward dog or tabletop, step up right and then left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Big breath in. Let it go. In and out. Nice. Take that last side. Left side on your own. we'll meet in mountain pose. So close your eyes here. Really try to move with your own breath. We'll all end at different times, so just hang out in that mountain pose when you're through. All right. Just a couple of breaths here, just resting, tuning back in. 3 anchors of mindfulness. And now let's begin Sun B. Inhale, arms high. Exhale. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, lower. All right, now inhale, sit bones down and back for chair. Hands out in front or at heart. Shift your weight back to your heels. Tuck your tail. Lift your gaze, lift your chest. Let's hold it here for 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold. Very nice. Forward fold. Inhale, step back with your right foot. Lower down to the right knee. So stack your left knee over the ankle. Tuck your tailbone. Sink your hips. Lift your arms. See if you can grow your spine out of the pelvis. Maybe even turn on your abs and lift your chest. Exhale, lower the hands. Take a step back to your plank. Exhale, rock forward, lower down. Inhale, this time choose your cobra, baby or full. So if you want to press up, draw those shoulders back, keep those feet firmly planted. Nice. Exhale, lower down. Take your child's pose or toes, prepare, exhale, plank to down dog. Now on your next inhale from downward dog or tabletop, let's lift the right leg high. Hold for your exhale. Inhale, step that right foot up between the hands, lower down to the left knee. Tuck your tail, sink your hips, lift. Grow your spine, turn on the abs and lift the chest. Exhale, lower the hands. Prepare to step up. So we're going to get on the ball of that back foot. If you can lift your knee, lift it a little bit. Knee bent in. Push off. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful, nice work. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Big breath in. And out. All right, other side. Here we go. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. So we're going to move one movement, one breath on this side because we've been in those places each already. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, lower. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot back, down to the knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale, rock forward, lower down. Inhale, choose your cobra. Exhale, lower, take your child's pose or prepare. Exhale, plank to down dog. Inhale, left leg rises in tabletop or down dog. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, step it up. Exhale, lower to the knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, prepare for that step up, push off. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. Take a rest here, hands at heart or at your sides. Reconnect, breath, body, and mind. All right, let's blink our eyes open. So today's practice is going to be kind of challenging, right? We're going to be working a lot of strength. So be prepared and try to stay with your breath as best you can. So the first thing we're going to do in our standing postures is we're going to do a flow between forward fold and chair pose. All right, so let's begin by taking a big inhale. Exhale, fold, come into your forward fold. Now here on the inhale is where we're going to come into chair. Send the sit bones back, arms come high. Now exhale, pull your belly in, press your sit bones up, forward fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, pull the belly in, forward fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Continue a couple more on your own. Use your own breath here. Yes, keep those abs on, right? That's what's going to get you folding and lifting. That's your core strength here. Beautiful. Last one. Now inhale to chair. We're going to hold. And I'll do it with you so you can't get mad at me. For 5, 4, lift that gaze, lift the chest. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way back up, long, flat back. Nice. And release. Shake it out. All right. So far, so good? Yes? All right. So now we're going to add some more. And this is going to be quite a few poses coming off of this next one, okay? So we're going to hold each. Now, I'm going to demonstrate something really quick because I want you to make a decision based on your knees. We're going to come from a chair pose into a lunge. Now, you can always drop to make it a low lunge, or you can hold the high lunge. Then we're going to come down all the way. So you can either do this with your hands on your hips, or if you feel like you need to plant your hands on the floor of the block, come down that way. If you don't feel steady enough, you don't want to strain yourself. All right. Then from there, we're going to be lifting the back knee off the floor. This again can be done with hands planted, or for more balance, with your hand on the hips. All right. So that's what I want you to keep in mind. Sort of have an idea of where you want to go. You can give it a try and be like, I'm going to stick with the knee on the floor. So choose your practice. All right, so here we go. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. All right, let's inhale to chair. All right, so shift your weight now into your right leg and step back with your left. Crescent lunge. Now make sure you have that railroad track spacing, right? You're not on a tightrope. Hips pointed forward. Tuck your tail. Lift your chest. Imagine you're pressing your back thigh to the ceiling. Keep breathing. All right, take your hands to your hips. Now decide, we're going to lower down to the knee. So decide if you need to drop your hands to the floor or if you can sink down into your low lunge. Nice. All right, now let's think about lifting that back knee off the floor. So here we go, either hands planted, hands on the hips. Lift the back knee. And lower. Lift and lower. Inhale. Exhale, lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Last one. Lift and lower. Let's hold it here. Inhale, arms high. Take a low lunge. Now exhale, plant your hands. We're going to send the sit bones back for a half split. So this should actually feel kind of good here, right? Moving into the hips, forward and back. Exhale, pressing back. Inhale, forward. Try to plant your hands or your blocks even with your feet somewhere and try to keep them where they are, right? We don't want them to slide back too much. See if you can get that movement in the hip, not so much moving the hands forward and back, because that's going to give you a little bit of length in your spine. See if you can keep your belly as close to your thigh as you can. All right, here we go. Send the leg, those sit bones back. Lengthen over that leg, pull the toes back. So now that right leg is somewhat straight, might be really straight, maybe not so much, but you're feeling something in the back of that leg. Maybe you can drag your leg bone into the hip socket. So pull it up and back. Nice. Now let's shift forward. We're going to rise back up here. Now let's create a 90-degree angle with both legs. So if you have to step that front foot back a little bit, 90 degree there. And then that left knee right down beneath our left hip. So what we're going to take here is a half camel. Now I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see my foot. All right, so it's up. Now you can actually plant a block here too if you want to prop. Take both hands to the low back, spread your fingers. So we're going to think like we do with the camel pose. Abs are on. Lift your chest and draw the shoulders back. So this might be good for you. Maybe this is where you want to stay. Nice and open here. If you're feeling pretty good and you want to go a little deeper, slide your left hand down the leg. Maybe you can rest it somewhere on your calf, maybe on the thigh. Maybe you'd like to take that right arm high, reach it up and back. You might even be able to reach back toward your heel or maybe a block. You choose. Nice. Inhale, rise back up to center. Exhale, lower down. Come back onto your knees and send your sit bones back. We're going to take a child's pose. Just a couple of breaths here. Now let's rise back up to our tabletop. Make it strong. As soon as you're set in your tabletop, begin to flow with your breath through cat-cow. As much movement to the spine as you can get on your cat-cow here, right? As much flexion, as much extension. Remember, stay in that pose until you complete the whole breath. All right, now let's maybe add that leg extension. So let's take the right knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Beautiful. Couple more. Now comes the decision if you want the balance. If you want the balance, the left arm reaches, elbow to knee, right? Inhale, lengthen the right leg, left arm, elbow to knee. All with the breath. Remember, you can always keep both hands planted. If you'd rather not work the balance, that's fine. All right, last one here. Let's lengthen and hold. So even if you weren't working the balance and movement, see if you can maybe get the balance here. Nice. Lower down. Send your sit bones back. Take a child's pose. Always know, too, you can make this a crocodile if you'd rather come off of the knees for a bit. All right, return to your tabletop. We're going to do 2 more challenges in tabletop. So let's extend that right leg back again. Take your left arm long. Now from here, see if you can bend that right knee, bring the heel toward the buttocks. So this might be enough. You can stay here. If you're still okay, maybe you can try to reach back, see if you can grab a hold of the foot. You might be able to get it, you might not. If you can't, just reach back with your hand and pull that heel toward the buttocks. If you can grab the foot or the ankle, press the hand and foot into one another. Press down through your right hand, your lower left leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen back out, lower down, child's pose. Maybe you want to take the arms alongside the legs this time and just sort of rest here, soften your muscles in your back, your shoulders. All right, let's rise back up to tabletop. 1 more challenge on this side. All right, so now we're going to try to take that right leg back again, bend the knee, heel toward the buttocks. Now we're going to sort of scoot that left foot, angle it behind you a little bit. And then we're going to see if we can take the same hand back to grab the foot. So a little more balance here. Now if it's like, you know what, this isn't going to happen, you can go back to the opposite hand, try it there, or just keep that hip opener. And release. Nice. Back to your child's pose. Now let's return back to tabletop or downward dog. Send the right leg high. Hold for your exhale. Inhale, step up that right foot, then your left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Back up to our feet. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, give yourself a moment. All right, now we're going to go through the whole sequence on the other side. Don't let me forget anything. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. All right, hands to the hips, weight into the left leg, step back for that lunge. Adjust your feet, get that railroad track spacing. Inhale, arms high. Pressing the back thigh toward the ceiling. Exhale, hands to hips. See if you feel like you can lower down. Nice and controlled, beautiful. All right, now it's that back knee lift. So hands planted or hands on the hips. Here we go. Exhale, press that knee up. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, last one. Exhale. Inhale, hold this low lunge, kneeling lunge. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, plant your hands. Send your sit bones back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Move with your breath here. Just bringing some more length to that front leg as best you can. Keeping those hands planted as best you can. All right, last one. Hold that half split. Pull those toes back. Drag that leg bone back into the hip socket. Nice. Let's inhale, come forward, rise up. Create that 90-degree angle now, right? With that front knee, right knee directing right under the right hip. Take your hands, spread them on your low back. Spread your fingers, support it. Remember this half camel pose? Abs on, lift the chest, draw the shoulders back. All right, so you decide, is this good enough? Do you want to stay here? Or do you want to slide that right hand down the leg? Maybe lift the left arm. Maybe you can reach back further with that right hand to the block, to your heel, to the calf. Choose your pose. Inhale, rise up. Nice, plant your hands. Take that leg back, send your sit bones back to child's pose. You choose your child's pose or crocodile here, whatever it is you like. Let's rise back up to tabletop. Cat-cow. Go with the flow here. All right, decisions now. Left knee to nose, inhale, lengthen. You can always stay with cat-cow if you'd rather. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. After you get a feel for a couple, decide if you want the balance. Right arm lifting, elbow to knee. So you decide the progression of the movement here. Last one, take the arm and leg long, hold it here, find the balance. All right, let's lower down. Take your child's pose. All right, now we're gonna rise back up to tabletop. So this is where we're gonna work that left side, right? So we're gonna take that left leg long, right arm, bend the knee, heel toward the buttocks. Might be good there. Reach that right arm back. Maybe grab a hold of the foot. Now, firmly plant your left hand and right lower leg. Press the foot and hand into each other. Beautiful. Open back up. Take your child's pose. Couple of breaths. All right, let's come back up to tabletop for our last challenge. So left leg long, bend the knee, heel toward the buttocks. Lining up your right hand and right knee and kind of slide that right foot back a little bit. Open up your hip. This might be enough. You can keep both hands planted. If you want to try the balance, see if you can reach back with that left hand. Maybe grab the foot. Press them into one another. Hold it here. And release. Beautiful. Lower down. Let's all shift to our stomachs for a crocodile pose. Rest your forehead. Maybe shift the hips side to side a little bit. All right, now from here, either press back to child's pose and tabletop, or roll the toes under, press up plank to down dog. So now we're all in tabletop or downward dog. Let's take the right leg high, hold for the exhale. On your inhale, step the right foot up. Now we're gonna wedge the back foot. So drop that left heel to the floor. Toes are pointing out to the side, just a little bit forward. So warrior two, we're thinking here. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Yes, take your time getting there. Be sure your front knee's stacked. You can see your big toe. You're pressing into the outer edge of that back foot, right? Hips, ribs to the long edge of the mat. Now on your next inhale, straighten that right leg. Exhale, reach from the hip crease. Imagine you're trying to touch the front of the room. And then inhale, come back. Exhale, reach. Inhale, back. So I'm going to turn to the side just so you can sort of see me from this angle. Exhale, reach. And back. So you can see I'm keeping that front leg straight, hinging at the hip crease. All right, now the next time you reach, windmill the arms, take your triangle pose. So open up the rib cage. What I want you to think about is that wall behind you. Imagine your glute, your shoulder blade, everything is pressing up to that wall behind you. Yeah. Beautiful. Bend into that front knee and rise up slowly. Let's shake it out, because we're going to add a challenge. Now I'm going to demonstrate the next challenge as you shake this out, which is going to be a balance. So you can decide if you want to move to a wall, you can move toward a wall. If you want to stay on your mat and use a block, you can do that. Or you can just simply stay in triangle pose. So really quickly, we'll go from triangle pose, so you could stay here. If you want to try the balance, you can use the block. We're going to come into that half moon pose. So we're going to try to open up. All right. Then if you're still good there, you can actually try to grab the foot if you want to go there. All right. So kind of like what we were doing on the knee. So your choice. Stay in triangle. Try the half moon. Try the half moon with the foot grab. All right. So here we go. We're going to step back into our warrior two. Straighten. Exhale, reach, triangle. All right, so either stay here or bend into that right knee. Bring your left hand to the hip. Bump that back foot up a little bit. Find your block, the floor, maybe a chair, maybe you're against the wall. See if you can lift that left leg. Bring that glute to the wall behind you. See if you can bring that left shoulder blade to the wall behind you. Maybe you want to reach that arm high. If you're still good there, you want to try to grab that foot, go there. Remember, this is balance. It's all practice. If you stumble out, just try again. Go back in. Give it about 3 tries. All right, whatever you're in, bend that front knee, come back to warrior two. Windmill the hands. We're going to step back to downward dog or tabletop. Send your left leg high. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, step up. Drop that back heel, wedge the foot. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. So let's hold warrior two on that left side. Check in on the knee. Press into the outer edge of the back foot. All right, next inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, reach. Inhale, come back. Exhale, reach. Inhale, come back. Exhale, reach. Now windmill the arms, find your triangle pose. Open up through the rib cage. Maybe gaze to that top hand. How's your breathing? How are you doing in your emotional and physical bodies? Where are those tight spots? What thoughts are coming to mind? All right, last breath here. And then bend the knee, rise back up, warrior two, shake it out. So now you're gonna make that decision for this side as well. So holding your triangle, maybe working that half moon with some props or to the floor, maybe going to the wall, or maybe trying that foot grab. So let's begin. Come into your warrior two. Straighten, exhale, reach, triangle. All right, stay here or plant the right hand. Bend the left knee, bump that back foot up. Find your block, the floor. See if you can lift that back leg. Open up your glute to that wall. Shoulder blade. Arm can come high. Maybe you want to try that foot grab. So pick your poison here, right? Looks good. Yes. Keep on breathing. Last one. All right, lower that back foot down, warrior two. Nice. Windmill down to the floor. And then take a step back and come into child's pose. You're lowering to one knee, then the other. Child's pose of choice here, and a well-deserved child pose, I might add, right? Working really hard today, lots of strength. On your next exhale breath, let's roll up the spine. Just shift onto your sit bones. We're going to take the left leg long, bend the right. Just let that knee fall open, and you can prop with a block or a pillow if you need to. You can use your strap here if you like. But before that, we're going to press through the sit bones, lift up the arms. On the exhale, hinge at your hip crease, long flat back. Now turn on your abs, inhale, rise back up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, rise. Nice, last one. Exhale, hinge. Now grab a hold wherever or grab your strap. Lengthen yourself over that leg, soften your head. All times just scanning the body, noticing where the tight spots are. Where do you need to guide your breath? Where's the challenge in this pose? Inhale, rise. Nice. Now let's take a twist. So we're going to plant this right foot either inside the leg or on the outside of the thigh. So if you do decide you want to try outside, just make sure your sit bone stays to the floor. If it pulls off, then you want to keep it inside so both sit bones are firmly planted. Let's take the right hand behind. Press in, get some length in your spine. Exhale, let's take a twist to the right. So you can wrap that left arm around the knee. Maybe you like it in front of the thigh and you kind of press into it to move you into the twist. And and release. Nice. Let's switch legs now. Take that right leg long, bend the left. Let that knee fall open. Adjusting on this side. Remember, you can always keep that leg straight if you need to, out to the side a little bit. So decisions again. Ground down through your sit bones. Inhale, arms high. All right, exhale, hinge. Keep the stomach strong here. Inhale, firm it up and rise. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, rise. Last one, exhale, hinge. Plant your hands on your strap, your foot, wherever it is for you. Lengthen over that leg, soften your head. All right, firm it up. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Beautiful. Now let's plant that foot inside or outside the thigh. Square off those sit bones. Take your left hand behind. Press in. Get some length in that spine. Now let's exhale. Navel, rib cage, chest, and shoulder. Maybe you want that arm in front of the thigh, pressing into it. You choose. Breathe into your twist here. Keep breathing. All right, then inhale back to center. Unwind the legs. Give them a shake. Then from here, bend your knees. Reach with your fingers. Create your V here. We're going to tuck and sink. So tuck the tail and drop a little. Tuck, turn on those abs, drop a little. Tuck and drop. Tuck and drop. Take it all the way down as far as you can go. And once you're there, hug your knees into your chest and rock side to side. All right, now let's plant the feet nice and close to the buttocks. Reach your fingers long, so you're trying to stretch your fingertips toward the ends of your mat. On your next inhale, we're going to lift the hips, taking your bridge pose. Tuck one shoulder blade and then the other beneath you. Clasp your hands if you can and press those knuckles toward your heels. See if you can puff your chest up a little bit toward your chin. Holding your bridge pose. So we've already been here, moving through the pose. Now we're holding. Now we'll release the shoulders. Slowly roll down the spine. Nice. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall open. Rest your right hand on your belly, your left hand at heart. Feel the movement of your breath first beneath your right hand. Feel it as the breath travels all the way up to the space beneath your left. On your next inhale, open up your legs, reach your arms back. Take your final symmetrical stretch, pressing out through the soles of your feet, reaching back with your fingers. Get that length back in your spine, bring that spine and everything in your body back to neutral, right? Back to that symmetrical state, even on both sides. Next exhale, press your low back into the mat. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it all go. Take a moment now to settle into your final relaxation pose. That could be Shavasana, legs up the wall. Maybe you want to drape your legs over your couch. Whatever is comfortable for you. Find that place to settle in. Take time to wiggle the body into the pose, right? Make those little adjustments so that you can soften yourself into the pose. Always take a moment to tuck your shoulder blades a little bit beneath you. Maybe tuck your chin to give a little bit of length to the back of your neck. You want to feel open across the chest. And as you settle into this pose, we'll prepare for this guided meditation that will refill your body with vibrant life force energy. All it takes is just a few minutes to re-energize and revitalize yourself. So if you haven't already, close your eyes. And bring your awareness back to your body. Observe your breath. Simply notice how you breathe. See in your mind's eye your breath flowing in and flowing out of your body. If your attention begins to wander, simply bring it back to your breath. Your inhaled breath is bringing energy, vitality, and life force into your body. And on the exhale breath, feel as your body begins to release any stress, negativity, or fatigue. Allow it to drain out through your feet and let it go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Stay with these deep inhales and deep exhales. With each inhale, you're bringing more and more energy into your body. Feel the subtle vibration of energy coursing through your body from your feet to your head and your head to your feet. Becoming aware of all the warmth and tingling of every cell. Now start to visualize all the positive energy you have accumulated in your body. And visualize all those energies shining as bright as the sun. Bring the shining glow of energy to the crown center at the top of your head. Breathe in and breathe out. From the top of your head, feel as the warmth of positive energy begins to radiate down over your face and neck. Feel the lightness and peacefulness in your mind. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel the healing energy now moving over your neck and shoulders, down your arms to your fingertips, and over your heart center. Feel the warmth and love within your heart. And allow this healing positive energy to fill you with unconditional love. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel the healing energy move down your body into your hips, down your legs, all the way to your toes. Feel as the healing positive energy grounds you to the earth. Feel grounded, centered, and supported. Breathe in and breathe out. Your whole body is now filled with positive healing energy. Allow the positive energy to flow freely through your body. With each breath, feel this energy growing stronger and stronger. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Simply focus your attention on your breath and feel the positive energy flowing freely. Feel a clarity and alertness within your mind. Energy and vitality within your body. And positivity and peacefulness within your soul. Breathe in and breathe out. Stay with your breath and these wonderful feelings for a little bit longer. So now, when you feel ready, if you feel ready to return to your day, you can do so slowly, gently, beginning to bring some movement to your fingers and your toes, perhaps your head and neck. Then gently rub the palms of your hands together and place the warmed hands over your eyes. Open your eyes to the warmth and energy of your own hands. Slowly draw your hands down to let in the light of day, and just take a moment to do what feels natural here. If you want to massage your temples, your forehead, or maybe you want to open up to a stretch or hug the knees into the chest, rock side to side, whatever feels right. And then finally, take a moment before rising to your seat to roll to the right side of your body. Resting there. Begin to feel the weight of your body melting away from your heart. The weight of your emotions melting away from your heart. And let your heart feel light. Then finally, when you feel ready to return to your seat, rise slowly and carefully. Take a moment in your seated pose to just be grateful, thankful to your body for getting you onto the mat, for moving you through all of the poses today, the challenging poses. In a moment to allow you to rest and be still. And then finally, take a moment to acknowledge the positive energy that each one of us brought into this virtual space today. Together, we say namaste. Thank you.